Yep, it's 90 minutes. Game over. Liverpool showed what stuff they are made of. Okay. It is one thing to make a comeback against a team like Liverpool. It is another team to be able to defend. This is not one of those games where you say Bournemouth didn't play well. Okay. But it's just the quality of the Liverpool team, especially the attack line of Liverpool, both the guys on the bench and the guys that are starting. It's so the word I would choose to use is overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. Individual brilliance, such as what Semenyo did with the two goals that he scored, beautiful. I mean, he's put his name out there. The remaining days of the transfer window, somebody can be so excited and say, I want this kind of guy. This guy who transition the ball fast from defense into attack, but to be very honest, Liverpool were always going to be the winner in this game because the way they started, come on, it is hard, very very hard for you. Like I said in the earlier live when I started, and when you have a team that have Allison in goal first, that's some security. But then the Liverpool defense considered two goals. You could say that security or not, the defense is something to look into. If you consider the amount of goals they considered last season as against starting the season and even in preseason, the way they were conceding, you have some cause to worry. I mean, Virgil van Dijk is a bit slow now, cannot say. And then Kakes and Emmanuel Frimpong going forward, they are fantastic. But you could see that Kakes, still struggled a bit. And then to have McAllister, Shiboslai, and Florian Wirtz, who I think is still struggling with the pace of the Premier League. That's not taking anything away from him. He's a quality player, could have scored a goal, in this game as well. But I think that Liverpool's got wow, Liverpool is overwhelming when it comes to their attack. Cody Gakpo scored that goal. I mean, when it was 3-2, I was saying that there is still one more goal in this game because in the last 9 seasons in the Premier League, somehow, uh, Mo Salah found a way to score on the opening day of the season. So, having not scored and three have been scored already, I said to myself, even when it was 2-2, I was like, somebody was sending me a message that they don't peg Liverpool, but I said, no, Mo Salah have not scored. If he had scored and it's 2-2, it's a different conversation. He's going to score because he's created a tradition, a pattern, a record that's going to be very difficult for anybody to break. And Ugo Ekitike team came up and scored the goal that set his Anfield career on a good path because now you could look at him and say to yourself, well, should we still be going to look for Isaac or should we just forget about it? And if Liverpool are not going to get Isaac, it means that Isaac is going to have to deal with the fact that he has to now mend fences with Newcastle fans and the team and all that. I don't know how he's going to do it, but it's going to be pretty tough and really, really difficult. I'm happy for Liverpool. The contest is on. This is it's a case of this is our crown, this is our title. If you want it, you have to come through us. Like you have to come through us. That's what they've stated. You can look at this game and say, oh, Liverpool have a weak defense. You could say that. But then if you ignore the fact that they have a midfield that have not gelled yet, but they will gel, and then an attack that is overwhelming, I mean, it's your choice where to put your marker on, but they've done the job on the first day. That's a very, very important part of football. Do the job, win whoever is in front of you, and keep it going. One, they've kept that their home fortress. They made their fans to be on behind them, not on their back, behind them, supporting them. Feel very happy about it, and then they could go on the road now with this. It's easy to say, okay, yeah, Bournemouth were not really in the race. They started the game wanting to play from the back, quickly realized that it's not doable. They changed to defend well and then follow route one, play the ball long and see how it goes. It could have gotten joy if they took their chances, but then this is football. It's now a conversation of ifs. If you're watching there, just make a comment in the comment section so I know that you're hearing what I'm saying and you're following. It's just going to be for only 15 or 30 minutes max. Just talking the game. I was expecting that as you guys join in, you would also share your thought from where you watch. But if you didn't watch the game, it ended 4-2 in favor of Liverpool. Liverpool started the game 2-0 in the first half, and we're expecting more flurry of goals in the second half. But then Bournemouth summoned the courage to come in, First was Samanio equalizing off a very beautiful cross from the left, and then the second half, Bournemouth converted defensive position, I think, off a corner kick or so, a free kick off that, and Samanio, took the ball from his own half, ran the whole length of the field, and scored. And for me, it's a beautiful game for the neutral. If you're neutral, you're following this game, you'd agree with me that it is really, really beautiful, because sometimes you really want to see games like this, not like, oh, the big team just go and win it because they're a big team. Yes, Liverpool won, but uh, Bournemouth made a work of it. I mean, you can share your own opinion, what you think, but this is what I think. Bournemouth made them to work for it. Bournemouth made them to earn this victory. So you can also tell me what you think. If you think that it was an easy meet for Liverpool, or you agree with me that Bournemouth gave them a run, at some point in this game. But having said that, well, my name is Idafi Matthew. So you love to come in the on Sports. This is me just taking a bite of the first game. I will try doing this. I'm not guaranteed that it's going to be consistent, because there's could be a whole lot of things. I could travel, and plenty other things could take my time. But for weekend games, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, there will be before the match. Sometimes we'll do watch along, and then sometimes we will just have this live, after the games. The daily live in the morning, still not sure of that one yet, because there's so much commitment, so much things that I'm doing right now. But I've had too many people say, let's do this. So that's why I'm doing it. And so to help and encourage for us to continue to do, if you've not subscribed to the channel, do what to subscribe. So you're joining in, please click on the like buttons, because those are the things that motivate one to keep doing it. If it is not happening, then there is actually no need, because why sell something that people are not buying? That's the principle that I have in life. Don't do things that people are not buying. I'd rather wait for a tournament, find money, and go and know that it will help my channel, than just sit and be doing live and be doing things that when people are not engaging in. That's the belief, and that's the mantra for the channel going forward. But thank you to everybody who's made us get up to 20,000 subscribers, and we'll continue to push. We'll continue to push. The target is to get to 100,000, and then see where we go from there. Thereafter, and let me just put this out there. Somebody might watch it later. If you have, if you are interested in being one lucky fan that would join us on the trip to the AFCON, if eventually we raise the fund. It's a 75 million naira project. We're hopeful we'll raise it. We've done 25 million to do WAFCON for the women's game. I'm hoping that we'll be able to do the men's game as well. If you're interested in being that one lucky fan that would join us, start now by telling us, sending me a message, whether across on my DM, that you are interested. You can afford to buy your flight tickets. Yes, I will secure Moroccan visa for you for free on my own bill, not for free, on my own bill. But your part is you get to pay for your own flight. And if you know you're the person, don't say it and then you're not able to do it. Just now that we're going to WAFCON, somebody said he will get his own flight ticket. Eventually, I got the visa and he did not. I don't want that to happen. So if you know you're the one person who can do that, and it will not affect your work, because it's December, January, and we would most likely be traveling between 15th and 20th of December, if or when we get the money. So I'm just putting this out there. So that you didn't carry us along, you didn't tell us, you just select random some. No, I'm saying this now. Just get in touch with us. You can start with the comment section, or probably any of my DMs on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, or Twitter, anywhere, and we have the conversation going. Having said that, how did you see the Liverpool Bournemouth game? What's your opinion? This is when I want to hear from you. What's your opinion? What's your thought on the game? What's your thought on the new players that Liverpool, signed in, from Eketike to Florian Wirtz, who was substituted, to Kakes, and then to Emmanuel Frimpong? What's your take on them? And what's your take of how Bournemouth played as well? I in my own thought, I thought that they gave a good account of themselves. This is quality over quantity. The quality of Liverpool players, especially the attacking team, the attacking half of the Liverpool team, is crazily overwhelming. You kind of have a team that have Mo Salah, Cody Gakpo, Iketike, and you still have Federico Chiesa on the bench, and then you still have these other guys, and then there's West playing from the middle, behind the striker. It's an overwhelming team. At some point, you know that these goals were going to come. Yeah, Bournemouth made a meat of it when they made it 2-2. But then thereafter, it was going to happen. How, when, you don't know, but it was going to happen, and it ended 4-2. Some people believe that the result is not a testament to the game, but I think that the better team won. I also think that quality reigned over quantity in this game. But I will be open to hear what you have to read, what you have to say about the game. If you're watching, please click on the like button and drop your comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about the game if you watched it. If you didn't watch it, if you have any question to ask me about the game, ask, and I would also give you my thought. I watched the game, so I'll be able to say what I think. And you might agree, you might disagree, but I'm obligated to answer your question. And then if you have any question to ask concerning the channel, please do well to ask, and I will try my best to give you my response as best as I can. But having said that, if we keep on going and there is no comment, there is nothing, then we would also have to have no choice but to end the live, because when you're doing live, the beauty of live is the community engagement, the people engaging you, sharing their thoughts or asking questions, and you need to respond. And then, it's the back and forth that really makes a live good. Live is not, it's like a pastor preaching inside the church where there's nobody, in the church. The energy is different from when the church is full, or a musician performing at a concert where he's the only one there. Is even in the rehearsals, there are people there to also watch and be excited about the performance. So basically, if you guys are not dropping comment or not sharing your thoughts or not saying anything, unless maybe you're not hearing me, my mouth is just moving, you're not hearing me. But somebody had already said before that is hearing me, and that was Olalekon Larewaju, who said yes, fantastic game. She say, I already sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. I apologize 100%. I am not in the habit of pronouncing people's name wrongly, but if I pronounce it wrongly, I am sorry. To say, I already say, was a great game. Liverpool attack was just unstoppable. Bournemouth gave a great account of themselves, though. Yes, I also believe that too. I thought it was a great game. This is not one of those games when you come and you say, "Oh, the Bournemouth coach tactics was bad." No, he played the players that he's got based on their quality and tried to make the best use of them. But I mean, the quality, like he said, like I already said, that's the right word. The quality of Liverpool's attack, Jesus Christ, that attack is unstoppable. You have that, and this is not trying to run that Arsenal, but this is what I was saying to some Arsenal fans of mine, who are my friends, and I said to them that if Gabriel comes back and is injury free, it will look good. But if we're not sure of Gabriel, I don't think that Yokores alone, Gokores or Yokores, whatever they call him, is enough for any Arsenal fan to say, hooray, we're going to win the title. Yes, before now, without a striker, they have been the best scoring team cumulatively in the last 3 seasons, and they've been scoring well. So the idea is that with a striker in, obviously they can get to a striker can get in between 15, 20, 25 goals, and then the rest pull in. But sometimes it's not always like that. I think that if Gyökeres, for instance, hypothetically gets injured now, Arsenal will go back to what they were last season already again, and it would not be fine. But you look at the Liverpool attack, you have Mo Salah, you have Ketike, you have Cody Gakpo, you have, you still have some other players there who can score, and you're looking at the team and you're saying to yourself, with Arsenal, I'm not there's Kai Havertz, but is he really a striker, a forward player or not? And then there is your chorus now. If Gabriel Jesus comes in fine, there is Martinelli. I still think that Arsenal needs to sign more players on the side of Arsenal. Man United, yes, I think that, like I said, they solved their problems, but not all of the problems. So in attack, last season, if you look carefully, they were struggling for goals. And if Benjamin Sesko delivers the goals as is expected to, and Umbuemo, between Umbuemo, Cunha, Matthias Cunha, and Benjamin Sesko combined in their respective club that they played for last season, combined, it's 40 goals that they scored. If they can deliver, each one of them can deliver just exactly half of what they scored for their club last season, and Man United does what Man United can do on their day, Man United would have gone from the lower half of the league to the top. Am I predicting for them to win the title? No. I'm not even in that space right now. That conversation and Man United is not in the same place. There are a lot of teams that are capable. And we saw with Liverpool today. Yes, as much as they won, we could also say that there is a chink in their armor that can be exploited. Defensively, they are not solid, and the reason why that happened is in their defensive midfield, it's not as solid as it was before. Okay, it could also mean that they have not come back from the preseason properly. Remember, it's 84 days between the end of last season and the start of this season. It could just be that, but we couldn't also say that there's no reasonable person that can say, oh, Liverpool play badly today. They consider 2 goals, yes, on the run of play, but you can't say they play badly today. So let's say that they continued where they stop. I think that would be the best phrase. Liverpool continued where they stopped last season. The top goal scorer last season scored, and the other guys, the new guys scored. And that's something you really want in your team when you sign new players. You want their confidence to start from the beginning, from the get-go. That will boost their confidence. Maybe next game again, Ekitike scores one more. And then the French players like Cody Gakpo also scored. Federico Chiesa, who didn't, who was the only signing from last season and didn't really have a good game. People are saying that they will sell him. Also came on and scored that goal. And it's good. Samania also scored for his team, and it's good. There is not really fault. Maybe the only fault I saw in this game was the fact that the Bournemouth goalkeeper looked a bit too heavy. His reflexes were slow, and I know some of the goals, it was blocked. But that said, there's a bit of slow. Maybe I'm overthinking that part anyway, but there's a bit of slowness to his game today. Well, let me go through some of the comments. Venture Omo Jr. says quality showed up at the end of the day. Ugu Franklin said it was a great game, good win for Liverpool, but I think there is no chemistry between our defense line. I agree with you on that one. I hope that will improve soon. I'm happy we have a very potent attack. Man, that Liverpool attack is one to worry about. That is one to be scared of. It's one to look at and say, damn, if you want to play against Liverpool, you cannot go on the front foot. And that's a very good thing if you're playing football. If you play football, if the opposition cannot be confident enough to say, you know what, let's bump forward. When you're playing a lone striker, right? Like in the case of Bournemouth, Evan Nielsen, at some point Liverpool could tell themselves that this one not go Warriors because he was the only man. If not for Semenyo, who decided to dance the dance of the spirits, would have been a difference to maybe it would have been a 4-0 whitewash or more. But hey, football is football. You cannot always predict everything. You cannot get everything to the fee. Okay, so that's the way I say it anyway. Tisa they say Liverpool should worry about their defense, though. I agree with you, and I said that at the start that as much as they won, the attack is overwhelming. The attack is scary to the eyes and to the field. If your defense can be troubled like this, I think it's something that you should worry about. It's a bit kind of like scary. I don't know, but I think that somehow it's a bit scary. I don't know. Maybe I'm just taking this over the top, but hey. Meanwhile, Tisa Yoride, you are our number one fan for the day. So thank you very much for being our number one fan. And frankly, Ugu, you are number 2 fan. I'm not the one doing this rating. Venture, Omo Junior, you are number 3. And Olalekom, they are still calculating your SP. So I mean, this is the new features on YouTube. I'm not the one doing it anyway. It's the new features on YouTube. Ugo Franklin says, I'm so happy for Eketike. This is the type of striker that suits the Liverpool play. Isak and Goy would be the icing on the cake. Man, we're not getting our money Liverpool. Like, you still want to buy Isak and Goy. But my own for Isak is, what happens if this deal does not pull through? I'm not really certain Liverpool's going to sign him, because Liverpool look at the way this attack have played tonight, and they could say to themselves, like, we don't really need to spend that money, because I don't know who's going to spend 120 to 150 million on Isak right now. And Isak has not really rubbed himself in glory. That deal does not go through by September. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's not even talk about it. When we get there, we'll talk about it. Right now, I don't think it's up for debate. We can talk about it another day, but for now, let's just leave it like that and leave it hanging. But I think that if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'll be very happy. I'll be excited. I'll look at our team and I'll say, we're good. Yes, the defense might not be as solid as it was last season, but it could also mean that, you just bring 2 new people to that back line that have been together for a very long time. No Robertson anymore, no Trent Alexander-Arnold anymore. That chemistry will need time. But then let's hypothetically even say that they were poor defensively today. But if you're poor defensively and you win your game 4 goals to 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 weeks from now, nobody's going to remember whether they were poor. The 3 point from this game and the goals that they scored, the goal plus that they got from this game will count. Because if they had won that game 2 goals to nothing without conceding, everybody will be happy. So my point here is, you want to see your team winning. I know that they say attack win you games and defense win you championship, but I mean, if you win every game through the effort of the attack, you definitely are going to be champions. I don't know if you have a different view to it. And Joycelyn Hassett says explosive Premier game opener. Ekene Kunefe says with that 100%. Well, I've reached the 20 minutes mark. The plan was to do 20 minutes. We're gradually going to be introducing this live, small. Don't want to stretch it too long. Introducing it small, and then we will get there. So, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your comment. Thank you for everybody who's joining. Once again, I want to say massive thank you to all of you who's made us rise up to the 20K mark of subscribers. I'm putting it out again. Let me just say the plan is for us to go to the AFCON in December, January, right? And the budget for us is 75 million. We just did 25 million expense to do the WAFCON where the women won the 10th edition of the cup. We're hoping that we will do that too, because we saw the value, the numbers that we got from going to the WAFCON. We saw the number we got last year from going to All African Games in Ghana. We're hoping to do this. It's a bigger budget, it's a bigger spend. But we're saying that if we get that money, we would like to take one of our fans. So it would be nice for you to engage our content a lot, because we'll randomly pick. But then, if you're also interested, for those of you who watch our content, who comment on our content, do well to send me a message to say, look, December, January, within that 20th to the end of January, I will be available. Then I will be able to put you into our plan. To be qualified anyway, to be eligible, you need to already have a valid passport that runs to, past January, that has 6 months on top of January, so that can be like up to July next year for your expiring date. And then you are free within that period. I would work on it. The plan is I get you the visa, you can buy your own flight ticket. And if we get all the money we're looking for, actually, I can also buy the flight ticket. It's not going to be a big deal. But I'm not going to promise what I'll not be able to do. But the visa, I am very, very sure we've been able to establish good relationship with the Moroccan embassy in Abuja. We'll be able to do that. But until then, let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. I would try my best to be here during games, the start of games, do 30 minutes. And then at the end of games, tomorrow, Sunday, we'll see how it goes. Having said that, just please do well to help us push this channel. Let us get more subscribers. The bigger the subscribers, the easier it is for us to convince sponsors to give us money. But thank you so much for helping us get to 20K. And thank you those of you who were on the live earlier on and on this one. Once again, my name is Idafe Matthias. You're going to love to comment the logo on sports. We are gradually coming back. Equipment are not where they should be, but we're gradually coming back. The live will last longer. But for now, let's stay with this 15, 20, 25 minutes until we get it done. God bless you guys and have a wonderful night. Once again, congratulations to all of the Liverpool fans, the team, and the players and everybody who are connected to Liverpool. Bye-bye.